What up, though? This is Detroit YB from Detroit, Michigan, and you're tuned in to the industry's most wanted podcast. Let's get it.
Ain't no disguise in them pretty eyes. From the way I analyze, you one of a kind. Money and status ain't impressive, it's value and time. And she a good judge of character, she know when you lying. I wanna take you to the sky and give you the moon. You got the melody, the spark, my rhythm and blues. You like a walking worker.
Hey, what's going on, man? It is your girl, TampaMystic, and we are live. Where we at, YB?
Industries.
Big Industries, most wanted, not the little one.
Wanted.
Shout out the big one. Shout out to my homie, man. This is like my brother right here. Shout out Detroit YB checking in. What's going on with you? How you doing?
What up, though? I'm doing good.
It's good to see you. That
great.
What up, though? That's that real Detroit-ish, right?
Real talk. You know, happy to be alive.
No, that is facts, man. It's good to see you always.
Same here.
Always out here working, doing your thing. But give us kind of a breakdown of what Detroit YB got going on right now.
Detroit YB has a lot going on right now. First, he's working on his album, his third installment called Losses and Lessons. I got that, and then I got a couple of singles that I'm pushing: Home Run, Adopted Pain, and Thinking About You that we just put out. Amongst other things like credit businesses, clothing brands, and other things that I'm venturing off in, trying to become a bigger brand.
Absolutely, and that's what it's all about. You can't just do one thing out here. You got to have multiple hustles. Multiple hustles.
And I'm more than just an artist. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm everything. You feel me? That's how I feel. I'm a creator. I'm all the above.
He's a businessman.
I wear many hats.
Got to. Before we dive into all that, I just like to take it back ever so slightly. Maybe people who haven't seen our previous conversations.
Right.
Growing up in Detroit, man, take us back. What were you like when you was a youngin' out there in Detroit?
Man, getting into a lot of things. Me personally, I was going through my own trials and tribulations in my brain. So, of course, I was going through things in the city. And around that time, it was tough. Yeah. Like, we was in some stuff, like, literally, like, even on the block, like, we was in some stuff. But all in all, I was in my own little world trying to find myself, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Now that I think back, I was literally trying to find myself. And I couldn't. I was going everywhere trying to find the answers. I couldn't, and that's really because of my father and stuff. Like, that's really the origin of my story.
Understood.
I'm telling you, like, everything starts and stops with him, because even like when he died, I started learning way more about him.
Yeah.
Than when he was here. And then I started learning more about me.
Yeah.
So
it's amazing how that happens.
That's wild. Like, he was trying to find his father when he was here. He couldn't find his father. Once he died, I found his father.
Wow.
And his father was attacked. I didn't find him, like, as far as, because he ended up dying, but I found out who he was. I found out who he was connected to. And a person he was connected to the whole time, I was going to church with her. It was his sister.
That's insane, right?
And it's insane. Like, this whole time, we was all connected. And we all apart for real at the same time. And that's just what I've been going through lately. That's like the revelations that I've been going through lately with my life personally. And, you know, it really is like the epitome of losses and lessons. Like, literally, like, everything that I've lost in the past, like family members, just time, because I'm over here tripping them in my mind about things that, you know, I could just give to God.
That's right.
Keep going. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what the epitome of this album is about. So that's just what makes this album so much more, like, personal and beautiful, you feel me, in my eyes.
Absolutely. And you said something key. You have to give it to God, because we as humans tend to overthink stuff. We stress out about stuff. We worry about stuff that may not even ever happen, or that's completely out of our control.
Man, listen, the key is God wants you to give it to him.
Yes.
That's literally what he wants you to do. When you try to do it on your own, then you're gonna fall into your own, you know, troubles, your own mishaps and things of that nature. Yeah. So really, he really wants you to give him everything, all your stress, all your pain, all your worry, give it to him and keep going on with life. I promise you, what you've gone through and how you feeling is because of what you thinking from in the past or in the future. Like, you thinking about what's going to happen, or you thinking about stuff that already happened that's already in the past. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's already done. Like, don't nobody know but you and God. Like, keep pushing forward. for real.
The only time we should ever look back is to see how far we've come.
Most definitely.
Period. Other than that, don't worry about what's back there. It's so gone far in our rearview mirror. We can't worry about it.
It's gone.
How old were you when your pops passed?
When my stepfather, I was 18 when he passed. That was the one who raised me.
Understood.
My real father, he passed last year.
Did you have a relationship with your biological father?
Not really.
No.
I met him when I was 15.
Wow.
And we talked for a minute. We, had spent like a few days together, and then he disappeared again. Like, he was one of them dudes just in the streets, and that was more important to him than finding a relationship. But then finding out who he was and finding out, like, as I was talking to his sisters and things of that nature, and she was telling me like his mannerisms and things he would talk about as far as his children. And he was basically just like, man, like, I don't got everything going on. I don't think they're going to accept me for who I am right now. And that's just crazy to think.
I agree.
Like, you really just messed up a whole cycle of generations because of that one little thought.
He was in his head.
It's in his head, and all you got to do is talk to you. We didn't want nothing but your words. We just wanted you to come talk to us. Let us know what it is. That's it. Your presence was a present. Like, that's just what it is. And he let his mind get to him, and I get it, because that's how I used to be. Like, that's how I grew up, just being in my mind, not talking about it, you know what I'm saying, letting it bottle up, and just thinking like, okay, they're going to think this, so I'm not going to do this. That's how I grew up. And it's like, no, we about to break this generational curse today.
Let me ask you this, being that you've overcome that, and like you said, you're breaking that generational curse, anybody who may be experiencing that they're in their head about certain things, what piece of advice could you offer them?
Like I tell other people, literally, the mind is a battlefield. Like, it's like really one of the hardest things to get over. Yeah. Like, to have discipline in, because it's so complex. Like, it's so complex, and it's easier said than done. Literally, you will literally have to train your mind to, like, when you have intrusive thoughts and things of that nature, to like dim it down. Like, when you having it in the moment, think about something positive. Think about something optimistic. Literally. Think about the now. Don't think about the future. Don't think about the past. Don't think about what other people thinking. Think about the now and what you can control, because that's all you can control. Once people like get that in their mindset, I promise you, like, life is going to be so much better for you.
Absolutely.
And even though life is hard, it's still going to be better. You're going to get through things even better because of how you react to it. We prolong the situation just by how we react to it, literally.
Yo,
like, that's just what it is. And it's crazy.
Crazy, because I posted a whole video about that probably like a week or two ago, talking about our reactions. Like, not everything deserves a reaction, and we have to be accountable for our actions and our reactions, because you're right. And I posted something on my story yesterday, and the guy was just talking about worrying. He's like, worrying today doesn't take away tomorrow's troubles. It takes away today's peace.
Exactly.
Oftentimes what we worry about never happens anyway.
Exactly.
So it's like, you just got to somewhat live in the moment. I'm very calculated. I think about my moves, but I also live in the moment, if that makes sense. 100%.
That's the perfect way to be, to be honest with y'all. Live in the moment. Don't live in the past. Don't live in the future. Live in the moment.
That's right.
That's all you can control.
And I think that's where we find our most self-inner peace, is by doing that, and not worrying about what other people think, because at the end of the day, they don't care about us. Right. Like, people don't go to sleep thinking, I wonder what Detroit YB's doing. I wonder what Tampa's doing. They're worrying about their own ish. Right. They're not worried about our ish. You know what I'm saying? So your stepdad raised you from what age?
From 7 or 8. To 18.
It's a long time. Yeah. So you guys had a great relationship.
We had an okay relationship. Yeah. It was rocky in the beginning because of me. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna just take accountability. Yeah. But he did the best he can, and I can only be grateful and thankful for the time that I had with him, because he was an amazing person. Yeah. Like, he was an amazing man. He was loved by so many people, and he did music. Like, that was his thing. Like, he was one of them people that was in tune with nature. Like, as a kid, he would like tap on the window. I heard this from his brother, his oldest brother, that one day he went to go tap on the window, tapped a certain beat, and the bird came and tapped the exact same beat he did. That is amazing. It's just like, he's just in tune with music. He was he's a frequency. He's like a frequency, literally. So,
I mean, bless him, definitely. Yeah. And it sounds like, you guys developed a good relationship along the way.
Yeah, along the way, for sure.
I think that any man or woman that steps in and raises a child that's not biologically theirs, I commend them for that, because it's difficult, to make that bond, especially when they're already 7 or 8 years old. You weren't around them since birth.
Yeah.
It can be a little difficult. The child can be a little rebellious, like, you're not my dad, you're not my mom. But I think in time, it all comes together, and it sounds like it happened for you guys.
Yeah.
You said that he was into music. For you personally, did music find you, or did you find music?
I think music found me.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't looking. I was one of them kids that I was a late bloomer. Like, literally, like, to be honest, I was trying to find, like I told you, I was trying to find myself.
Yeah.
So, like, just being a creator found me.
Yeah.
I want to say how I started was drawing. Like, I seen somebody as a kid, I want to say 5th grade, drawing Dragon Ball Z on the board with a marker. And it looked just like a character. So I was just like, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, how he just did that on the board. I want to do that. So, you know what I do personally, you know, no pun intended, do your own research. I literally did my own research, practiced it. I practiced it, like, literally, because I really wanted it. So that's just a testament of, if you really want it, like, you're gonna go get it. Like, literally, if you really, really want it, you're gonna get it. So I taught myself how to draw just off that alone. Like,
about 8, what age was that?
5th grade, I want to say
10-ish, somewhere in there.
Yeah, 10-ish, maybe. Yeah, I want to say 10-ish. I think that's 5th grade.
Yes. So let's talk about that. What back then? Take us back to your 10-year-old, I'm learning to draw self. Right. What were you drawing? What was your specialty?
I like to start, I like to copy. I can copy, like, say, this room.
Yeah.
Like, I can look at this. If it's still just like this, I can sit and look. That's how I was able to. It's not, because usually how people learn how to draw, it's like a stencil.
Yeah.
It's like it's an outline. It's like, okay, you do this first. This is the face. This is how you make the face or whatever, and you put everything together. I just copied what I'm looking at, literally, from my vision. Like, literally, I go into a magazine, or I print out a picture of Dragon Ball Z or whatever, and literally just copy what I'm looking at.
Wow.
Literally.
It's a gift.
It's literally just straight lines, everything. Like, I don't know. It's just practice. That's how I was doing it. And it was mostly just, you know, I was into, like, anime a little bit, which was Dragon Ball Z, a little stuff like that. So it was that. When I was in school, I used to do, like, comic books of, like, our classmates. Like, I would literally
that is hilarious.
I swear I would make funny pictures of our classmates and make it a whole comic book, literally, like, of us. And it's just crazy how I just did all that. So
you've always had a creative mind.
Yeah, for
since
sure.
a young age.
For sure.
Do you still actively draw?
From time to time, it's because I want to, like, just keep up with it. I'm not like how these people be drawing, like, real people, like, they really on the picture, you know what I'm saying? The whole portrait. Like, I ain't there, but I definitely still got the skills, you know what I'm saying? I still maintain. It's like therapy.
Just like music is.
Exactly.
It's definitely a form of therapy.
Yeah.
So you've been doing music for a while now. How long would you say that you've been doing it, like, professionally, where you got your business in order, you're taking it seriously? About how long has that been?
I want to say since I was maybe... When was Beauty in the Struggle? 20, I want to say 24, 25. So 9 years.
Yeah.
Professionally.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Listen, let's dive into that, because I see a lot of people come and go because they give up.
Right.
They don't put their effort into it. They're lazy. I'm just keeping it G. Some of y'all are lazy. I could do a whole show about how lazy some of y'all are. Not just the artists, but people in general.
Facts.
What's keeping you pushing, man? Keeping you from being that lazy artist?
The passion for it.
Yeah.
I just love music, man. Like, I just love putting things together. I love speaking to people in ways, because I will speak to people complex through music than I would in person.
Yeah.
Like, more in music than I would in person. So it's just so much better. It's like, I don't know, I just love expressing myself through music, like, in a creative way, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, through all the stuff that's going on with the industry and just the mishaps with the labels and this and that, like, I trust God.
You got to.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like I left it all to God, how I felt about the music industry, how I felt about certain things. And I'm like, I'm going to move in this direction with the music. And I'm leaving it all up to you, God. However direction you want me to go, you're going to open them doors for me. You know what I'm saying? Literally, I'm not going to force anything at all.
How long have you had that mentality? Meaning, how long have you had a relationship with God?
I've had a relationship with God, I want to say, ever since my stepfather walked into our lives.
Yeah.
Me personally, I was a little hard-headed, so it took me a little time. But, you know, when it's instilled in you, it's instilled in you, so it's going to come regardless. Like, that's just the whole purpose, I guess, with him coming into my life, to instill that word, because he instilled it into my mom. My mom didn't know God until she met him, and that's just all she lives by now. Wow. Like, the way she moves is just crazy to me. I'm like, you don't care about this, you don't care. And I'm like, she like, no, I give it to God.
I love that.
It's not the.
And your mom is beautiful too.
Yeah, she's so beautiful. To be her age too, she's very
fact. She looks amazing. Yeah. Sounds like your stepdad really came in and changed your life and her life.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Like he was, like I said, he was an amazing person. He was an amazing man, and I'm grateful to have that time with him.
Absolutely. 100%, man, because life is the only guarantee in life besides maybe paying taxes that we all going to check out at some point in time. Mm-hmm. That's why you said live in the moment, because we don't know when it's our next day.
At all.
You know, we may not wake up tomorrow. That's just the reality of it.
Right.
We're all going to check out at some point in time. None of us are here forever.
At all.
Let's walk through your music journey. I know throughout your journey, just one thing I want to touch on real quickly. You lost somebody very close to you, One Way Monte, and I learned about him from our first interview. Yeah. In fact, there's a clip of it that you used, you know, and I love that. Thank you for letting me be a part of it.
Thank you for shouting him out, and that was just destined.
Yes, it was. That's crazy, right? Like, and it's like, again, I didn't know him, but I felt connected to him because I met him.
That interview wasn't about it wasn't about the collab album. It's just I wanted to shout him out because I really saw him as one of the elite artist. Yes. Like, I literally saw him just master. He's a master at what he do. He was a master.
How did that period in time, being that somebody that you really respected as, you know, not just as a music artist, probably as a brother as well, how did that really impact you, losing someone that was probably very motivational to you?
It hurt it.
Yeah.
It hurt it so much, man. Like, man, I'm about to like be emotional right now, and I'm not trying to be.
I'll get emotional with you because I'm a crybaby.
it hurt it so much because all the hard work he put into his craft.
Yeah.
All the hard work he put into his craft, just every day in the studio, going crazy. He didn't know how to do anything.
Yeah.
He was going to school for everything he knew how to do, and he was doing it immaculate, like,
wow,
like to the T. Like, he been doing this for years.
Yeah.
And just all that hard work is just gone.
It's difficult.
At that time, that's all I was thinking. Like, everything that he was going to, it's just gone.
Yeah.
Why? Why, God? Like, why this? Why this? Why? And, you know, I'm one of them people that, you know, people say don't question. I question God.
I was just going to ask you that. Did you question God?
Yes, I do. Yeah. And in due time, he gives me the answers. But sometimes y'all can't trip when you don't get that answer right then and there. It's a reason. Yeah. You got to go through what you got to go through. You know what I'm saying? And you just got to trust his word and his motion. And that's just what I did, you know. But I definitely, during that time, I was hurt, man. That was my boy.
I could tell.
And to be honest, through all my first album, he was, I think, one of the only ones I wanted to like feature on my album, just because he was just so great as an artist. So that just was so like weird. It was just out the blue, confusing.
Yeah.
The way he died was confusing. It was just weird.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
He fulfilled his purpose though.
Yeah. That's the only thing I could see from that, you know.
I'm a believer in that. We all have a purpose for here. Some people may have multiple purposes why they're on this earth, and some people fulfill it at birth. You know, you just never know what it may be. And it sounds like he did, because I feel like his purpose was he touched a lot of people, motivated a lot of people.
Most definitely.
Has your style of music at all changed since losing your friend? Maybe gotten a little more personal, a little more deep.
Right. It's so hard to say, because My music has changed because of life. It was changing even when he was here. I was already going into the direction of, all right, this is just my lane I'm going to be in. Everybody's not going to love this lane.
Yeah.
But this is what I want to do, and this is just purposeful for me, and this is what makes me feel good, no matter who's attached to it or not.
Yes.
So I was already on that path. Losing him is just it complicated things as far as why, like, okay, how am I gonna create? Because how I'm creating my third album, I'm creating it as just on the fly. Like, I'm usually more organized. I'm very organized. I like to be in line. I like to know what's going to happen, how it's going to happen, the whole nine.
You're calculated like me.
Yes, I'm a perfectionist, and this album is nothing like that. How the process for this album is nothing like that, and it goes into kind of what happened with Monte. You know, they kind of like pierced it a little bit, and I don't have no like steady direction. It's just everything is just all over the place, and I'm just waiting to put everything together. Yeah, that's just where I'm at with music, with making music. The message is going to be the same as far as, because, you know, with the last project I put out was Forever Solo with Monte.
Yep, that was really 2020, right?
That was 20. No, that was 20. That was last year. So
2023. Yes,
yeah, that was December 29th, 2023. He wanted that to be like a street album. Yeah, he really wanted that sound. So I kind of wanted to give him that, because that's really what he wanted. Yeah. Like, he was like, bro, that's what we talked about. He like, bro, I know the path you want, but let's just get gutted with this album. I'm like, all right, I got you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it happen for you. And him passing, and, you know, me having to do that, I did that, and now it's just straight on purposeful music.
Understood.
You know, substantial, purposeful music, like, for my life and everybody that's connected to it.
With leading into this new album, you have a web series that's going to basically document your life creating this album. Yeah. Tell us as much information as you can about that.
I can't tell y'all a lot, but I'm going to tell y'all this. Shout out Helly Hales and Danny. They're putting together something dope for me and a few other artists, just showcasing our lives and how we got started in music and where we at now and what we're doing. And just the process. I'm going to be doing the album that I just talked about, Losses and Lessons. I'm going to be just showing y'all the process of how I'm making it, and certain songs that I'm creating and things of that nature. And you might just, you know, dive into the life of YB, you know?
Listen, I think that's one of the most important things that a music artist can do is document their journey, because when you're no longer here, that's a part of your legacy. Yeah. A lot of times people don't really know much about an artist until they are gone. Yeah. You know, you got to give people their flowers while they're here. Amen. But you think about once they're gone, all these documentaries come out. They're like, oh, I never knew this. I never knew this. You know, I think it's important to document it as you go. Mm-hmm. What you're doing. Have you guys started filming yet?
We haven't started yet, but we're starting very, very, very soon. Okay. We just got the outline put together. We got the dates, and we starting very soon. Like you said, I wish I had a camera. My life was a movie. Let me tell y'all something. I wish I had a camera everywhere I went and documented all this stuff. It would have been amazing, but yeah.
Understood.
You're right.
And it's like, even though we could have, stuff gets lost, unfortunately, because technology is not the way it is. Yeah. You know, I wish I would have had a lot of documentations before these things become popular. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang. You know, or old phones, they get lost or broke, and you just lose that content. It's like, now we can back everything up. Right. Let's talk a little bit more in depth about Losses and Lessons. Okay. How many tracks are we going to anticipate? Or are you still working on the track list?
I'm still working on it. I want to say around, it's going to be more than 10 tracks. Okay. It's going to be a little lengthy because of just the state of mind I'm in and the place I am. It's just, that it's really like, it's a reflection of everything that I'm going through right now. So it's perfect. To be honest, it's perfect for like the listener. It's hard for me, but it's perfect for the listener because they're able to experience the things that I was going through right then in moment that I made the album. So
absolutely, when you pour your heart out and your emotions out into your music, people resonate with it out the gate, whether they've experienced it or not, because they can feel your emotion. Yes. Were these songs written in the moment?
In the moment, in the moment of certain times, especially these was written really from last year to now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? During the Monte, because Monte had something to do with certain songs. He recorded and mixed a couple of songs. So
wow.
Yeah.
Do you feel like whether you realize that or not, the songs that will get chosen for the album were created for the album? Even if you didn't have it in mind, now in hindsight, looking back, saying, you know what, this was destined to be a part of that album?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That happens a lot with me.
Yeah.
that happens a lot with me. Like I literally make music within the time that I'm in, like, and it all correlates with what I'm trying to do. So that, I don't know. It's just music code. My music, it goes in the time with me. Like, it's not outdated. It be in the moment with me, literally.
Certainly timeless.
Yeah.
Are you a writer? Do you sit down and physically write?
Yeah. I write. I stay writing. I love writing.
Yeah.
I'm starting to record myself a lot and
Okay.
mix and master as well because I'm going to school for it.
Okay,
You know,
that is dope.
I go to school for audio production at Full Sail University.
Good for you.
And so I punch in from time to time, but I love writing. Writing, it lets me put my thoughts together, literally. I love doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a perfectionist, so everything, it has to make sense. It has to make sense. I can't just be saying anything. Like, I can't be one of them artists. I'm sorry, y'all. I used to be a little bit. I used to over exaggerate a little bit, but even that was a lot for me. And it's just at a point in time in your life, you're gonna be like, all right, like, let me be truly myself, okay? Like, let me tell y'all the real. Like, everything that's going on.
Keep
like,
it G with yourself.
Keep it G, you know what I'm saying? Like, people just be doing it for, the likes and stuff, so it is.
Let me ask you this, because that really separates you from a lot of artists that are out right now.
Yeah.
And it's no shade, because I love all music. You know, there's a time and a place for, I think, every music. Some's good for the club, some for the gym, some for the radio, whatever it may be. But I feel like a lot of the music that's coming out now, there is not a ton of thought that goes into it. They just say it because it rhymes or it sounds good, but it doesn't really have any definition or meaning, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like right now, 2024 going to 2025, with the style of music you're putting out, it's a little bit tougher to reach this younger generation with your style of music, or do you feel like they're resonating with it? And when I say younger, I'm talking like 18, 19.
Right. I'm going to be honest. I feel like it's a shift going on.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a shift to where artists like myself, we're going to be more appreciated than how we used to be, because people's getting tired of that rah-rah and shooting this and shooting that, and I done took your woman this, I took your woman that. Like, people is tired of that. Like, people want real. And, shout out to Kendrick, because even though, like, he's in his mode right now, he brings that realness. So I know his next, whatever he got coming next, is going to be real. It's going to be, because he got the people's attention now. And it's like, he kind of like, I don't want to say he jump started it, but he kind of did, because he's one of the elite artists that can, if you know what I'm saying, just say the word, you can.
Yeah.
Then you got D1, and you got certain different artists that's out here, and they're making a difference. D1 is like the epitome of what I wanted to, how I want to be in music, literally. And I commend him for what he's doing. That's dope. Like, please continue doing what you're doing, because we need it. Young artists need it. We need to see that. We need to see somebody prospering like that. You know what I'm saying? So we can see that it's possible, that we don't have to do this for entertainment. Yeah. Like, I hate when artists be like, oh, it's just entertainment. Oh, we talking about killing in this, but it's just entertainment. Okay, but it's the bad entertainment that y'all feeding into the world. Like, no matter what, it's going to resonate into a young soul's mind or young soul's spirit, literally. Like, it doesn't matter if it's just for entertainment. Like, you're messing up people's mental, you messing up kids, like, mental, like, they look up to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They look up to you, literally, and y'all just doing what y'all want to do for money, and it's just irritating. And we're tired of it. I feel like it's a shift. So, to answer your question, yes, it's hard coming up, but I feel like it's getting better. Yes. I feel like it's gonna be an open door for artists like myself, and that's the beauty in it.
Hallelujah.
Right. Hallelujah.
I'm here for it. I'm ready for it, because, I like the music going back into like the 90s and 2000s, where there was a lot of substance in that music.
A lot.
There was some fun music too, but most of it had substance.
Right.
And like you said just a moment ago, oh, it's just for entertainment. Do you think someone 8 or 9 understands that's just for entertainment? In their mind, it really happened.
Yeah.
Because they're innocent and pure, and you're like
and
corrupting
you're
their mind.
it. And so they think this is okay to do. This is the direction
cool
I can.
thing.
Yeah, this is so cool. Let me do this. This is what he's doing. This is my favorite artist is doing. This is my favorite artist is talking about. They got little kids talking about street stuff. Little kid ain't never been in the streets. This is wild. That's wild to me.
I agree. Not to mention, they are trying to make example out of a lot of these artists by incriminating by the lyrics in their music.
Exactly.
Whether they say, oh, it's just entertainment, do you think the system's going to believe that? They're going to believe every word you said. Oh, you put it in your music. It's true. Why would you lie in your music? So people have to be mindful of what they're putting out.
Hey, man, y'all better look at Lil Durk, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm scared for Lil Durk because, bro, he got so much incriminating stuff in his music.
On God. Facts.
And he got so much, and it's like, they're going to use all of that.
They will. Trust me. They want to.
They're going to connect the dots. They probably already connected the dots because you've been just incriminating yourself this whole time. Right. It's just weird.
And they want to make an example out of it.
Yeah. And then I understand you want to change now and stuff. It'd be too late sometimes.
No.
Like, it'd be too late sometimes. It's like, bro, you should have thought about this before you even said anything.
No shoulda, coulda, woulda at this point.
You know what I'm saying? So even if you didn't do anything that they saying, you still putting in the music.
Yes.
So it's your word. Like, your word is coming out that you did something.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure a lot of these folks, it's not made up. It's something that they experienced or were closely next to. Just be mindful of what you're putting out there, because I really feel, and honestly too, keeping it all the way honest, you can make a whole record that has no profanity in it, and it's still a dope record.
Man, so many people I've done it. Okay, so many people have done it. Like, literally, y'all can do it.
Yes,
it's possible.
Be creative with your wordplay.
It's possible.
You know? So we talked about the younger generation resignating, whether they do or don't. Let me ask you this. Let's take it to the older generation, the OGs.
Okay.
Do you feel like that some of the people, the OGs in the business, are slick kind of gatekeepers or maybe hate on some of the youngins? Because I hear that a lot. I hear that some of these younger artists saying that the OGs hating on them because they're doing better than they did in their time. Do you feel like that's true or partially true?
Partially.
Yeah.
I feel like it's some artists that definitely hate, but they do have to understand that you guys open the door for us.
No,
so what y'all want us to do? Like, y'all wanted to venture off in things. Y'all was fighting for certain things in y'all days, and now that we got it, what y'all mad at us for?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand that correlation. Like, if anything, not hate. Try to come mentor these kids. You know what I'm saying? Try to be a mentor and try to, you know what I'm saying, flip that narrative. That's crazy. It's a crazy narrative to have as an OG, especially. Like,
and they got to keep in mind, it's a different time. People now have social media, so it's a lot easier for people to get their name out there than it was 20, 30, 40 years ago.
Right.
They had to be out in the streets. Now, yeah, you got to be in the streets, but you also have the luxury of social media as well. Yeah, stop gatekeeping, stop hating, man.
Please stop.
It's insane, because I've even dealt with it from people that I worked with early on that I, to toot my own horn, have done more than them.
Right.
And they've been in it way longer than me, and I can see the shade.
Right.
But I just, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, they got to see them. It is sad.
It's sad.
Y'all old heads got to stop.
Please, man. Please. That is... Yeah.
Let's talk about do your own research, the brand, the clothing brand. Okay. When did you develop this brand, and where did the concept come from?
I developed this brand in 2021. The concept came from just me being a researcher. I wasn't the best at researching. I had to learn myself, but just being just a natural researcher, like anything that even the music, like when I got into music, as far as rapping, I would study interviews. I would study labels. I would study how labels moved. I would read how they, release music and just the whole outline and different contracts. I was one of them artists that read like old contracts, like literally just to see what people was reading and what, what I'm saying. Even though I didn't understand it right then and completely, I just wanted to see what other people were seeing. So. I just did research in anything that I do, and it's just something that I just wanted to come into fruition, because it's like, this is for everybody. It's not just for a certain age group. Everybody, no matter the age, can be doing their own research.
Yes.
I have a little sister. Her name is Danielle. Shout out to my baby. She taught herself how to speak Japanese.
Wow. By doing her research.
Just doing your own research. You got all these resources. You sitting at home playing the game, sitting on the couch. I sound like the dude. What you gonna do with your life?
No, right, exactly.
But no, my sister, like, she literally taught herself how to speak Japanese.
That's amazing.
And then went to Japan.
Good for her.
It's just like I said, if you really want it, you'll go get it because it's out here. Literally, it's out here for us.
Like you said, there's unlimited resources.
And like you said, it's nothing but lazy people. That's it. That's just the gist of it. You just lazy. If you're not getting what you want because you're lazy.
And I don't feel bad saying that because it's facts. It's the truth. Like, even with me, owning some small businesses, when people come to me to do business, I'm very structured, like you are, very calculated. I got my forms, and people will try to like not do that. They're like, well, can I just, and then they'll send me like 8 separate emails when you could have you're being lazy. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do it the way I asked you. This is my business. Right. And laziness to me is like a disease. And then they wonder why they don't level up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, get on board or get left behind. 2 Chainz said that. That's just facts.
I hate it. It's contagious.
It is.
Because you around somebody that's lazy, you're going to start being lazy too. Get away from me.
They say you hang around 4 broke people, you're going to be the 5th one. And that's what it is. And
real talk.
I think that's why our circle's so small. Yeah. It's like that big because of that right there. Yeah. Not everybody is good for you to be around because they'll definitely drain you from that good energy.
Most definitely.
Hold you back.
Especially if you're on the right path. If you're on a certain path and you got this just lazy, not doing nothing, effort just around you, and it's going to disrupt everything you just worked out. You know what I'm saying? You just put together. It's going to disrupt all that. I'm telling you, I'm a living testimony. I've been around people that I'm on a path of, righteousness, and these folks over here just corrupting me, and it's just like, trust me, is get out your life.
Nah, facts.
Get out your life.
They're gonna be the first ones to turn their nose up at you and hate on you because they don't want you to do better than them. They want you to stay at their level.
Facts. That's why they come around like, no, stay here.
Exactly.
Stay here where I'm at.
Get them people out your life ASAP and don't feel bad about it. Unapologetically, they gotta go. Boom. They gotta
go, no matter how much you love them. Hey.
That is facts.
Love ain't enough.
No, that is facts.
Love ain't enough.
We have to love ourselves more.
Most definitely.
And I think we learn that sometimes more than once in life.
Like, what Kendrick say? I cut my granny off if she don't see it how I see it.
No, I don't know about all that, but damn near. Damn near. Because we have to love ourselves.
Real talk.
And I feel like not that we don't love ourselves when we fall into them situations, but we're not loving on ourselves as much as we should. Right. Let me ask you this. We're right next to 2025. Boom. It's right around the corner. What can we expect from Detroit YB in 2025 that maybe we haven't seen in the previous years? Is there something that you've been holding yourself accountable on and say, I'm going to make sure I get it done next year? What can we expect?
A lot of visuals, a lot of documented things. Yeah. I'm one of them ones that do not document my life. I will delete my life before I document it. Okay, I'm one of the ones. I'm sorry. I had like 2 or 3 Facebook pages full of things in the history that I just deleted, and now they're all gone.
Gosh, I did a lot of that too, and I hate that I did that.
It's crazy. I hate that I did that.
Me too.
And it's like all the memories just gone.
Gone. Yeah, because we don't have them phones no more. Exactly. They're the camera roll or whatever. Yeah. I hate that I did that too. Yeah. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Right. So more visuals. Yeah. I have over 300,000 subscribers on YouTube. I have to give them something, and I'm giving the world more visuals, more of me.
More content. We were talking about that before we went live. You're going to be filming some content today.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting to it. I got to get to it, man. If I ain't going to do it, who's going to do it?
No, that's facts. Absolutely. We have to, again, hold ourselves accountable, Yeah. Stop pointing the finger like Bigger says and point that thumb. Take that accountability. Yeah. So more visuals on the way. You have other business ventures that you're tapping into. A credit repair service, and they help with business funding and stuff. Tell us about it.
It's a financial company. They do your own credit repair. Okay. It's through an IA powered system. So it once you get into the system, it gives you the outline of everything you need to do. You don't even need to research anything. Everything is going to be right there for you.
Yes.
They specialize in business funding, though. Anybody that has a business of their own, small business, and you want capital, or you just need some funding, like come talk to these people. They can give you information on business credit, building up your business credit, and then getting you that business funding. They're also doing something for the churches as well. So if you know anybody that has a church and needs some business funding, they're not asking for money up front. They're going to front the money and in due time, correlate. But they're looking to help churches and businesses like that.
That is amazing.
Now, so it's called Nove Money. You can go to novemoney.com.
Spell it.
Or you can NOVAE Money, MONEY.com. And you can search Detroit YB / Detroit YB and you can sign up like that. Or you could just DM me, Detroit YB Hustle, and we can go from there.
Listen, those type of businesses work because, years back, I had ended up in the hospital with no health insurance, and I had all these hospital bills that racked up that winded up my credit.
Right.
And I started doing my own research on how to, and we're not going to give them too much sauce because I want them to come talk to you, but there are ways you can legally get that stuff taken off of your credit report.
Yes.
And it doesn't even take that long.
Yes.
Like I'm talking 60, 90 days and boom, your credit can be cleaned up.
Hey, even if it's yours, I'm sorry, it can be taken off.
Yes.
You just gotta put the plays in. You gotta really want to do it and pursue it. So
yes,
come talk to me if you need help with that. I got the answers. I got advisors. So we got all the information that you need, all the knowledge you need to succeed.
Definitely.
So
listen, congratulations on everything you got going on, man.
Shout out my mentor, Jasmine Baker. She's she helped me start my own little business within that.
Yeah.
And she's I think she's been in it for like a year, some change, and she's flourishing. She's like a senior sales consultant or something like that. She's flourishing.
That is amazing. So there's opportunity within that business for other representatives.
If you want to be a part of something like this, you could be an affiliate. It costs to start. If you want to know how much it is, like I said, DM me and we can get into the basics or whatever. And really.
He's out here hustling, y'all.
Yeah, for sure. I'm also doing I might be a tax preparer too, literally. So I'm just doing little things that I can just, get money here and there. I'm just trying to build my sources of income. That's all, y'all. I'm just trying to build my sources of income.
When you become a full-time entrepreneur, you cannot do one thing.
You cannot, man. Like,
you have to have multiple
because if that
hustles.
one thing falls, then what? You're going to be scrambling and searching, trying to figure out what to do next.
Absolutely.
And it's like you need a backup for this and backup for that. You need a plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D.
No, all the way through the alphabet sometimes.
I'm telling you, literally, when you're an entrepreneur, literally.
That is facts.
Yeah.
You got this new record, Thinking About You.
Thinking About You.
Let's talk about it, all right? For people who haven't heard it, but they have heard your previous music.
Right.
Or maybe they haven't heard either. How does this song differ from other records that you put out previously?
I don't make a lot of love records, but when I do, people love them.
Yeah.
People really be like, no, you need to make more love records,
more
records for relationships and things of that nature. So I'm trying to get into that bag, I'm really trying to get into that bag. Like I have another song, it's called Toxic Whirlwind, and it's basically describing just the dynamics on both sides of toxicness and how a man think and how a woman think in that situation. And I just put both of them together in the song.
Man, maybe you should start like your own podcast or something.
Hey, I've been thinking about it too. I've been thinking about it, but hey, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of dedication. You got to be dedicated to do that. So I want to make sure I have the capacity.
Right, understood, because you got a lot going on.
Exactly. I want to make sure I'm organized. I got the capacity for everything. But for sure, that's definitely been something I've been thinking about.
I think that would be dope, and potentially maybe even write a book.
Yeah. That's in the works.
Yeah,
that's in the works. I started it. It's crazy. I started writing this book after my first album, because the book is gonna be called Beauty for Ashes. My album was called Beauty in the Struggle. So that's basically a correlation with each other. That's, it connects. So it's Beauty for Ashes, and it's going to basically be showcasing my life, of course, but different people's lives that's in my life that has a real life-changing story. Like, for example, I have a song called Stuck in My Ways.
Yes.
On the album.
Love that record too.
Thank you. And my cousin, he's going to be talking about how he was stuck in his ways in a certain moment in his life, and how it just, got him off the path. You know what I'm saying? So he's really going to be describing that, what he already did, and I wrote it. But it's going to be just different stories of different peoples in my lives, and just the the struggle and the redemption.
Yes.
Just what you went through, and how you got out of it. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's going to be a bestseller. I'm manifesting it.
Yes, please do.
I'm manifesting
Beauty for Ashes, New York, #1 New York seller.
Amazon bestseller, all that.
Yes, aka Detroit YB. Yeah.
So the record, Thinking About You, whether as much as you want to give or not give, where were you at mentally when you wrote this record?
Man, that's a great question. Because I don't want people to be like, oh, who this? I already have women that ask me, oh, who this song about? Like, who did you write this about? Because this
None
is
your business.
Exactly. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't write for certain people. It's just I have before.
Yeah,
I have before, and it's like I'm great at doing that. But I am so good at just off the fly writing music like this. Yeah. I don't know why. I would just be in the moment. Like, this happened, I want to say it was late night. I want to say around 1 o'clock in the morning. Me and my boy was just listening to beats, and the beat of this came on, and instantly I just knew what I was going to talk about.
Right.
It's one of them joints where you just instantly know how it's going to flow, what's going to be said, and it just came out how it came out, like just organically. Like, I love records like that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Those be the best records to me.
I agree.
So, I definitely believe in this record because of that alone. Like, when I'm in that mode and I feel something, it might just be subconsciously.
Right.
It don't have to be just how I feel right now. It can literally be something I've been feeling along, and I'm just ready to just let it out. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, because it doesn't have to be in the present. It could be something that you're thinking about for your future.
Right.
Like, this is something that I desire and I want at some point in my life. So don't assume it's about someone right now. Yeah. It could be how you want to feel.
How I want to feel
in the future when you find that
manifest one. How I want to feel in that moment when I find my one.
Yes.
All the above. All the above.
Absolutely.
The above.
Are you big on manifestation?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. I feel like you can manifest anything. You put your mind into it and have faith and discipline, and just a positive mindset is all you need. For manifestation, you can manifest anything.
Yeah,
and hard work, of course, because faith without works is nothing.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
and you're incorporating that into your music.
Most definitely.
So there's a visual on the way for Thinking About You.
Yes. I didn't want to spill the beans, but I'm gonna come out with. It's gonna be a series every week that I'm gonna release.
Amazing.
And it's gonna be a 4-part series. We're probably gonna start next week, maybe. I don't know. I'm shooting today, and we're gonna see how everything work out. But it's gonna be a 4-part series, and it's gonna correlate into a video at the end of the day. Y'all gonna love it.
Yes.
Trust me, y'all gonna love it. I don't want to spill too many beans right now.
They just gotta stay tuned.
Yeah, just stay tuned, man. Just stay tuned. I got something for y'all. I got something. So yeah, I'm ready. Look, I've been ready to showcase my creative side with visuals. Okay, like I have so many ideas, just never had the budget. Like, just never had the budget, but F the budget at this point. I have people that I can work with, that's going to work with me, and that's all you need at the end of the day. If you find people that's as dedicated as you in the moment, you're going to get what you need. You're going to produce what you need to produce.
That's facts, because if two creatives come together and put together an amazing body of work and put it out there, it can wind up making money for both of you guys.
Exactly.
The money doesn't always have to be there right now. You can make it on the back end in a lot of situations, and I think that's where a lot of people hold themselves back. I'm not doing it if I'm not making money right now. You can't have that mindset, especially as an entrepreneur.
You cannot. You got to manifest the money.
No, that's facts. We manifest everything.
You got to say, I got it already. At this point, you know what I'm saying? You got to, for real.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, shout out to people in Detroit, man. Listen, I know how it is out there. Network, literally. Talk to people.
Yes.
Get in circles. Don't be afraid to, you know what I'm saying, introduce yourself to a stranger. I know that, we so closed off and we just so like in our own little shells. No, man, you're going to get so far in life on who you know, not what you know, who you know. because who you know can bring what you can know and what the knowledge that, you know what I'm saying? Somebody can bring you that knowledge that you need, literally.
Yes.
So it's who you know.
Relationships will put you in places that money cannot.
I'm telling you.
There's a lot of doors you can walk through by having a relationship that you can't buy your way into.
I'm telling you.
100%. Everything he said is speaking facts, which is going to lead me into the last thing I want to talk to you about. Tell us about Hustle by Any Means, the movement.
It's a label. I don't want to say it's a label. It's like because I'm going into music consulting.
Yeah.
So that's basically what a label does.
Yeah.
In other words, but just teaching people how to release music, teaching people how to properly release it through certain programs, making sure you're making your money off your music, making sure you're being listed as a writer, just the whole nine, you know what I'm saying? Making sure you cross your T's and dot your I's, literally. Like, that's just what I'm in the mode of doing right now with my business partner. We have like a whole thing where we can bring media, music consulting, and a bunch of other things together, recording, mixing and mastering, all together in one umbrella. So we got that for artists, we got that for independent labels if y'all need it. The information is here. Right now we putting together flyers in our website right now. So like I said, I have a lot going on.
I'm
just
tell.
trying to organize everything. Once I get everything organized, I promise y'all, it's going to be immaculate. Everything is just going to be laid out. Y'all can be like, oh, I can go here for credit. I can go here to get my music mixed and mastered.
Give me a new shirt.
I can go here to get, all the information I need to get my music released, just all in one. So
Absolutely. Tying into that movement, we'll call it a movement for right now, but like you said, kind of like a label, is direct to consumer sales going to be a thing for you?
Yes. Yes, because to be honest, I always wanted to cut the middleman out.
Yeah.
I hate like going through people. I promise you I do. 'Cause it's like you're on their time and you're on their budget and you're on whatever they're on. You know what I'm saying?
Hate it.
I hate it. So yes, we do have that emotion. I know I have a few things as far as music with even.biz. They're a dope platform that that gives the money directly to the artist. You don't have to wait months to get your money from streams and stuff. They can just buy the music and you get your money right then and there.
Right.
So I'm definitely putting together that along with my website. So it'd be like something that he can go to my website and do that. Like I might do like releasing music like before I release it on all streaming platforms.
Yes.
For people to get it, you know what I'm saying? That type of deal. So yeah, it's all coming together. It's I just got to get organized.
And people can pay you your worth through that process as well.
Yeah,
100%. Because these pennies on the dollar, pennies on the pennies
most definitely
is a slap in the face for everything that you artists are investing into your music career.
There's no money in music.
No, you have to be creative with other ways to make music. Because if you only do it the traditional way, you're never going to ever eat off of your music.
Yeah.
That's just facts. Where can people follow you, whether it's your social media, your upcoming website, your YouTube? Where can they keep up with you?
Detroit YB everything. The only thing that's different is my Instagram, Detroit YB Hustle. You can follow me there. The website is coming. It's going to be probably DetroitYoungBoss.com. I'll keep y'all updated on that. As far as the credit, things of that nature, novemoney.com/DetroitYB. You can find me there. You can DM me in that aspect, or do your own research. If you want anything for do your own research LLC as the page on Instagram, and you got shopdior.com as the website for that. So listen, y'all, I'm gonna have a link tree very soon where it's gonna be all there for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So just bear with me, but anything y'all need, DM me. We got it all here, and we just here for the people. We here to elevate and just here to help people.
You can help them on every aspect, it seems like.
Yeah.
Definitely. Again, congratulations on everything, man. It's big to be able to, and you're still, very young to get out here and you're getting to it and not let nothing stand in your way. That speaks volumes for you as a man.
Listen, I had to learn that God showed me that the things that I thought was important to me is not so important.
That's facts.
I will hold on to things because I'll be thinking like, these are so important to me. I just need to hold on to it. And God be like, and God will put me into a situation or a scenario like, no, get out of that. I'm getting you out of that. No matter if you like it or not,
Yes.
you're gonna have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Or you can not deal with it and just destroy yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I've never been that. When I hear God, I hear him. And I'll be like, all right, let me just sit back and understand what just happened.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like anything that you think that's important to you, God might not think that's important to you.
Yeah.
And you got to have that mindset. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Going with life, literally. Because he got your plan. He got the plan for you. He really got your dreams in his hands. You just got to trust in him.
Yes.
Literally. That's it.
Yep.
That's really just the gist of it.
And we have to be okay with purging and cleansing our own lives. Like
Yeah.
you said, not everything is intended to go on our journey. Not everyone is intended to go on our journey. No
Yeah.
matter how much it hurts, we have to be able to purge and cleanse because we got to trust God.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Literally. That's just it. That's just so, it's so simple.
It's so simple, right? But some people are closed-minded to it.
I get it. But y'all got to be optimistic. Y'all got to be more open-minded.
Yeah.
Literally. If you want change, you have to change.
Yes. You have to be open to it.
Literally. It's
Yeah.
in the message. You want change, you have to change.
Man, simple as that.
Whatever it is, your mindset, the way you moving, how you thinking, same thing, but whatever it is, change it. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? You know what it is. Deep down inside, everybody knows what it is.
Right.
Just get to it. Let's get to it. Let's stop being lazy. Let's stop being comfortable in this little mode. We want to grow, but we want to stay comfortable in this mode we in. It's weird.
Accountability.
Yeah,
like
literally.
just quick sidebar. We were talking before we came on. Like I've been on my weight loss journey. I knew what I needed to do. I just had to do it.
Yeah.
As soon as I started changing up what I was eating and stuff, boom, the pounds started coming off. We know what we have to do.
Mm-hmm.
We just have to apply ourselves like Smokey. You know what I'm saying?
Just apply. That's it. That's it. That is it. That's a lesson.
It is a lesson.
I'm telling y'all.
Who do you want to give thanks to for supporting Detroit YB throughout your life, throughout your music journey, throughout your businesses?
First of all, thank you, TampaMystic.
Of course.
Thank you, Industry's Most Wanted.
It's my family.
For always supporting me.
Of course.
Like literally, ever since I met you, you've been supporting me.
And
through thick
always
thin.
will.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you.
Absolutely.
For sure.
I appreciate you as well.
Through everybody, I appreciate you. I have a bunch of people. Jay Crump, thank you, bro, for always being around, always sticking with me to the end. Ashley, listen.
Shout out to Ashley.
Listen.
We love you.
Listen, I love you. We it's some things going on. It's some odds, but I love you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever. We already talked. Me and Ashley already talked. But I'm just saying this in front of the camera because, you know, me and Ashley was like peanut butter and jelly.
That's how you and I connected.
Yeah. So it's things, you know, to be honest with you, Monte, it's just things that's going on behind the scenes. And, you know, that's my sister. I love her to death. I always want her to succeed. I still promote you, baby. You know what I'm saying? No matter what we going through. And I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever path you on, I hope you in good. You know what I'm saying? I talked to you not too long ago, but I hope you in good spirits. And we going to keep pushing. I do got an Ashley beat that I'm working on for the
Shout
album
out
too.
to Ashley. And I have love for her because we would never have crossed paths potentially if it wasn't for her. So
Yeah,
definitely.
That's my baby. Man, just starting off with music with her, man, it's just been a roller coaster. It's been just amazing.
Yeah.
Like, she's an amazing person.
She is.
Literally.
Absolutely.
She is. And it's her energy. I don't know. It's just something about her spirit.
It's infectious, and we love that.
It is.
So infectious.
It is. But shout out to Ashley. Shout out my boy Ken. Shout out to the Hustle Group, my team. I have a team full of entrepreneurs that I work with, and we trying to that's something else I have going on. We trying to put a storefront together of everything, like the collective all together. We might start off with a booth, but we want a storefront to have everything. Like, do your own research, the credit, their clothing line, whatever they got going on, podcasts, things of that nature. So shout out to them. Thank y'all for always supporting me. Thank you to my mom. Thank you to my family. I thank y'all for even seeing y'all coming to Detroit. That I needed that. I wanted you to know I needed that. Like, I don't have that here. But just knowing that, you know what I'm saying, everything is fine. You just need to touch the ones you need to touch, and that's it. Like, that's all I need to do is touch the ones I need to touch, spend time. And I'm good, man. Like, bump the weather. I don't even want to come back out there until June, okay? Like, it is too cold out there.
Listen, I couldn't
Y'all think it's cold here? No, we got it good here. I'm telling y'all, they is suffering in Detroit right now.
They got the snow on the ground yet?
Yes, it's snowing out there.
Oh gosh,
yes.
Bless their hearts.
Yes,
bless your Detroit hearts.
Listen, they already had accidents on 696 freeway because of the ice.
That's insane.
It's crazy.
Yeah, be careful out there.
Be careful, y'all.
That black ice is no joke, man.
Yeah. See y'all in June.
I'm dead. That was hilarious. He said, "On that note, see you in June." Anybody else that you want to shout out to?
I know I'm gonna forget some people, and I'm so sorry if I forget you. My mind is just—I'm gonna tell you, my mind is everywhere. I'm taking so much information in.
Yeah.
So much with school, with the credit, with the tax. I'm still learning different skills and different trades in different other areas. So I'm taking in that knowledge. I'm taking in a lot of information.
Yes.
I barely have time for myself, but I still make time for myself. I barely do. I don't have no time for myself right now.
Work-life balance can be difficult sometimes.
Yeah.
If he missed you, charge it to the game, not to his heart. Not to his heart.
Charge it to the game, for real. Your plug's favorite. There you go. Look, your plug's favorite in New York. Shout out to you. You booked my first show in New York. I thank you. That was dope. And we got some work to do because we got this single out. So
facts, definitely. One last question. We're live. Of course, the big one, not the little one. Industry's most wanted. What makes Detroit YB the industry's most wanted?
Man, listen. We out to change the landscape, help change the landscape. The landscape is already changing, but we been here, so we out to help to change the landscape. We here to bring purpose. We here to bring substance to the forefront. Where I'm the industry's most wanted because listen, you don't get this nowhere else. This is one-on-one, okay? Literally, the way I speak, the way I express myself, this is a one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? So, losses are lessons. I got home run, adopted pain, thinking about you out right now. I'm telling y'all, it's a new wave and it's coming. And y'all gonna love this new music because it's real and it's authentic and it's no sugarcoating, it's no exaggerations. It's real life, literally. Everything that I speak from every little syllable, every little note, real.
Yeah.
That's what makes me the industry's most wanted.
I love it. And I co-sign everything he said, man. Like, you're honestly one of the realest people I've met in this business. We like family.
Yeah,
like, you like my brother I never had,
definitely.
And I'm grateful for you. I appreciate you.
Same here.
Facts, man. We up out of here, y'all.
And she a good judge of character. She know when you lying. I wanna take you to the sky and give you the moon. You got the melody, the spark, my rhythm and blues.